In the hushed stillness of a quiet park square, a tiny squirrel named Skitter performed his most sacred autumn ritual with the solemnity of a king burying treasure. He patted the last bit of soil over his emergency Christmas cashew. It wasn't just any cashew, it was the crunchiest, most perfectly salted nut he had ever found. He had tucked it safely into the rich earth of a large, ornate potted plant, a landmark he was certain he could never forget. With one last, proud glance at the spot, he scampered up a nearby oak, content in the knowledge that his Christmas feast was secure, ready for the perfect snowy day. Weeks passed, and a crisp, festive chill filled the air. The first delicate snowflakes began to fall, signaling that the time was near. Skitter, his heart thumping with anticipation, scurried back to his treasure spot, dreaming of that first glorious crunch. But he stopped dead in his tracks, his tiny jaw dropping in horror. The quiet square was gone, replaced by a massive, glittering sheet of ice. Humans glided and twirled where his landmark plant had once stood. A brightly painted sign hammered the final nail into his coffin, grand opening in 7 days. The ice rink was built directly over his cashew. His Christmas was trapped beneath a frozen prison. Desperation morphed into fierce determination. Skitter couldn't do this alone. He scrambled to the highest point in the square, the bronze head of a forgotten general's statue, which served as the headquarters for the local pigeon flock. There, he unfurled a crumpled leaf, a crudely drawn blueprint sketched in berry juice, and presented his case to the skeptical pigeon leader, a gruff old bird named Bartholomew. After a tense negotiation involving promises of premium and guarded breadcrumbs, Bartholomew finally cooed his assent. Next on the list was Muscle. Skitter found Woody, a reclusive but legendary woodpecker, sharpening his beak on a lamppost. Impressed by the sheer audacity of the blueprint and the promise of a hero's share of the bounty, Woody donned a tiny
look at the time!
And tapped his beak in agreement. The crew was assembled on the eve of the grand opening, with the rink bustling with skaters. Under a cascade of twinkling lights, the heist began. Bartholomew gave the signal, and the pigeons executed Operation Distraction with military precision. They dive-bombed skaters, snatching hats and scarves, causing a delightful and comical wave of chaos. Unsuspecting humans shrieked and laughed, completely oblivious to the real mission unfolding at the rink's edge. Under the cover of the feathered pandemonium, Woody the Woodpecker, a blur of motion, began his work. With his helmet glinting, he drilled furiously into the thick ice, chips flying as he hammered away with relentless, rhythmic intensity. After what felt like an eternity, a final, powerful peck broke through the last layer of ice. The crowd was too distracted to notice the small eruption of slush. Skitter dove into the hole, digging frantically through the cold, wet soil beneath. His paws searched, his whiskers twitched, but they found nothing. Just dirt that cold, empty, cashew-less dirt. Heartbroken, he slumped back as Woody and Bartholomew looked on in confusion. The camera then pulls back, showing the entire glittering ice rink, the joyful skaters, and the defeated heist crew. It continues to pan slowly, drifting over to the brightly lit windows of a nearby shopping mall. Zooming in through the glass, it settles on a festive holiday display inside, and there was a large, ornate potted plant, now adorned with tinsel and baubles, serving as a Christmas decoration. Tucked neatly just beneath the soil, a single, perfect cashew sat, waiting for a Christmas that would